Hi, I'm Liz with Liz's Crafts, and today I'm going to show you how I made this pallet wood keychain holder or key holder. So I just have this piece of pallet wood. Now someone had, my neighbor had given it to me, and I had got my husband to take it apart. It was already something else, a wine something or another. So I'm just going to paint the ends that were cut with some acrylic black paint. Marina, my neighbor Marina, she gave that to me. Thank you, Marina. So it was pallet wood that was turned into, I think, a wine rack or something like that. And then we took it apart, and now I'm using it to make a key holder. Now I'm not going to paint the back or anything. I'm just going to do those two ends that were cut. And thanks to my husband for cutting the pallet apart, or the wine rack apart for me. Thank you. I appreciate it. And then I kind of just go, I don't really go over the top of this. I just use up whatever paint I have left in the lid to my container there. I wasn't really, going over this to make it blend in or to make it match or anything like that. I was just using up what I had in the lid. And then once that's dry, I'm going to put these two hooks on the back. I guess these are called I don't know what they are. Anyway, they were taken off of something else. So what I'm doing is I'm going in 2 inches from the side, and I'm leaving a little bit of the hook up above the wood piece. And then I'm just going to drill my hole, and I'll drill both of the holes. But really, it's easier to drill one hole, put your screw in, and then drill the second hole instead of drilling both holes at the same time. And I do have these screws, and I'm just going to screw them into the wood. You could use sawtooth hangers if you want to. I just didn't happen to have any over there in my craft room, so I'm just using what I had. I didn't want to come back to the house and get them and go back over there and all that. So I just use these. Once I get this side done, then I'm going to do the other side. Again, I go in 2 inches from the side edge. I drill out one hole, go ahead and put my screw in. And then once I have that screwed in, then I'll drill out the second hole, as you see there. That is the better way to do it. And now what I want to do is I want to put my hooks in for my keys to hang off of. So I'm going in 2 inches from the side again. And I'm going to make a mark with this white chalk marker that I got from the Dollar Tree. I'm going to do that on both sides, going in 2 inches. And then I'll pre-drill my hole. And I found these hooks at the wood pile at Hobby Lobby. You get 6 of them in a package for just 99 cents. I thought that was a pretty good deal. And they seem to be pretty good. These are gold ones. I think that might be the only color they had. They're actually cheaper at Hobby Lobby than they are at like Home Depot or Lowe's, which was surprising to me. But we only used 5 of them for this project. There are 6 in the package. And you can just screw them in with your fingers. Sometimes they do get a little tough going in, but most of the time it's not too bad. You do want all of them to hang the same way. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to measure in between my hooks, and it's about 10.5 inches. So I'm going to mark it at 5.25 inches. And that's where I want my middle hook to be. I'm going to go ahead and drill a pilot hole. And then I'm going to screw in my hook. I had to switch hands. My other hand was getting tired. Okay, so once I have the middle one in, then I'm going to measure between it and one of the end ones. And that's about 5.5. Well, it's right at 5 inches. So I'm going to put a mark at 2.5. And I'm going to again drill my hole, and then I'll screw in my hook. And then I'll do the same thing for the other side. So you just find your middle mark, which is 2.5 inches, drill your hole, and then screw in your hook. And that's all you need for hardware. Now we could go into decorating our board. So I have a package of driftwood, and I'm not exactly sure where I got it from. Some department store somewhere. And I'm just going to put it on the board just to try to figure out how I want it to be. I'm not going to glue it down until I get all my pieces on the board. And there are 4 holes in the board right there where those 2 pieces are, so I wanted to cover those up with my driftwood. I was trying to find pieces that were kind of flatter on the back so that they would be easier to glue down to the board. some of them didn't have a lot of area that you would be gluing down, so I wanted to try to find ones that had more area that would be sticking to the board. And actually, you don't have to put the hooks on it to make it a key holder. You could just make it a design piece to hang on your wall. But I thought it would be nice to, you know, have a piece that was actually good for something instead of just a design piece hanging on your wall. But you could do it either way. So I'm using this 3-in-1 glue from Beacon. Got it from Hobby Lobby. And it works pretty good. I like it in place of hot glue sometimes. You know, hot glue sometimes doesn't last very well. This 3-in-1 glue seems to work pretty well. You could probably use wood glue also, since both of these pieces, the driftwood and the pallet wood, are both wood. The wood glue just takes a little bit longer, I think, to dry than this 3-in-1 glue does. I think that piece that I just laid down looks like a Y, and my last name starts with a Y, so I thought that was pretty cool. The 3-in-1 glue does kind of have a smell to it. I mean, it's not real bad, but it does have a smell to it. So just beware of that if you can't handle that. But like I said, you could always use wood glue for this. I'm pretty sure it would work perfectly well. And you'll have to tell me what you think of this. Is this something you might try to recreate? If it is, I would love to see it in my Facebook group, Liz's Crafts. But there it is. I like it. It's not bad. Not something I would normally make, but I don't hate it. I really don't. I kind of like it. But yeah, let me know what you think of it. And there it is, hanging on my wall with a cat collar and some keys. And again, I'm Liz with Liz's Crafts. And if you like what you see, give me a thumbs up. And if you have any comments, please put it in the comment section. And I would love to have new subscribers, and I'll see you later.